Test, test, test. 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 What's good, what's good, what's good? What's up? Check, check. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's good? What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up? What's up? Check, check. We'll rock with it, we'll rock with it. Alright, sorry for the delay. Welcome everybody back to our Las Vegas Raiders franchise. Today we're going to be going through weeks 11 through 13 as we come into a kind of a must-win stretch if we want to try to make a playoff push this year. We got to win today, win our next two games. That'll put us at 7-5, put us in a pretty good position. So it'll be a tough game going against the Chargers away. Divisional opponent though, so it's always good to get these games going and get underway. We're going to be watching all of this one because it's such a key divisional game. So let's get into this. Looks like we are kicking off to start this one out, so we'll get to see our defense on the field first. As we jump in here with the rookie QB, Gregory Peterson, taking over for us this year. We've seen a little bit more success and a lot more close losses. We have had a few blowout losses though, which you want to see limited. As we get into the first drive here for the Chargers, Justin Herbert under center now. Play action, thrown quick out to the tight end, brought down immediately by Eric Stokes. Eric Stokes having a great season so far this year. Had a great season last year too, so really looking for him to build off of that success last year. 2nd and 6 now. Herbert throwing quick over the middle for a first down. I believe that is Gadsden. Yes, it is. Last episode we covered, we did see that we do have kind of a weird situation at wide receiver right now with Dontavian Wicks, Trey Tucker as a handoff to off tackle goes for a first down there. We do have kind of a weird wide receiver situation right now with Dontavian Wicks, Trey Tucker, Jack Besh, and Dante Thornton. Dante Thornton, who has been breaking out as of recently, having a great stretch of games, building off his performance. A quick pass completed over the middle there. Chargers are moving the ball here early, which isn't a good sign for our defense. Anyways, though, as they come out on 1st and 10 from the 35, handoff now, bouncing it outside, getting to the edge, gaining about 3, I believe, there. Wicks does not want to re-sign with us currently. I did offer him a contract. He declined it, so I will be working on that. But I was able to re-sign Trey Tucker to a 2-year deal, which may end up being a sign-and-trade if we can get Dontavian Wicks, or maybe we trade Jack Besh as a completion out to the right for Ladd McConkey, wide open for a first down. Defense is getting torched here early. They have played well in the red zone to start this year, which is a good sign. Herbert to throw over the middle, wide open. Quentin Johnson going to take it in for a Chargers touchdown on their first drive. Chargers come out hot, move the ball straight down the field, and if that's a sign of how this game's going to go, we're really going to need our offense here to step up big in this one. PAT is up, and it is good, making this 7-0 for the Chargers. 7 plays, 74 yards. Just torched us on that first drive. First drive. We see Deion Reynolds, the rookie wide receiver, with a solid return. 1 broken tackle away from an even bigger return there. Gregory Peterson now coming out. As you can see his stats there, almost 2,000 yards, 64% completion percentage, 12 TDs, 6 INTs. Do want him to clean the INTs up a little bit, but he has been producing, so I can't be too mad as we hand off to Ashton Genty there for a gain of 3. Genty with a big game last week. The last game that we did sim through, he had 64 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, and 105 yards through the air. So getting it done in both aspects of the game there. We come in, handoff, Genty again, going off tackle. Gains about 3 yet again, maybe 2 there. 3rd and 4 coming up, a big down here. So the Chargers did score pretty quickly on their first drive, throwing over the middle for Dontavian Wicks, who brings it in contact. Wicks having a big year, which is why I want to re-sign him. He has pretty much been our wide receiver 1 this year. And so it'd be nice to bring him back, but if I can't get him to sign back, it will be interesting to see how this wide receiver room shapes up We go under center here, motioning Dante Thornton. Play action. Throwing out to the right, completed for Trey Tucker. Welcome back. He missed a couple weeks. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Peterson stepping up, pressure getting there, taking off, diving down after a gain of 4. Second and 6 now from the 26. Peterson in the gun, Genty in the backfield with him. Stepping back, stepping up through the pocket, sliding down. Gain of 3 there. 3rd and 3 coming up. Going into the gun now. 3 out left. Peterson, handoff, Genty. Can't get the first down. 4th down coming up. And the offense stays on the field here, so coach being aggressive to start this one out. They come out in the pistol. Genty behind. Peterson to throw. Pressure getting there. Throws over the middle. It's broken up. And nothing comes from going on it on 4th down. That drive ends with no points. We were in field goal range there, so it's interesting to go for it this early in the game. Chargers go play action out to Gadsden. Nobody there really. Finally pushed out of bounds by Darian Porter and Jonathan Reyes, the rookie middle linebacker. Handoff now. Percy Massey gets stiff-armed in the background. Another one of our rookies there. Gain of 3, but Massey's got to make that tackle. He's got to make those plays. Massey at the bottom of the screen again. Chargers 2nd and 7 now. Handoff out to the right. Massey stands his guy up though there. That's a good way to bring that back. A loss of 2 now. 3rd and 9 coming up. Defense looking to get a stop here. Chargers come out in the gun. Herbert motioning. Gadsden motioning him back. Looking to throw over the middle. Wide open to number 9. That is Trey Harris, I believe, for the 1st down. Great catch through contact for him there. Herbert handoff now up the middle. Brought down after a gain of 3. And we have an injury coming up. I believe that's our backup strong safety rookie. Sitting on the table now. They're checking out his ankle. We'll see what comes of that later. 2nd and 7 now. Chargers coming out, looking to continue their hot start to this one. Throwing over the middle, broken up by Jonathan Reyes. A great hit there to knock that one free. 3rd and 7 now coming up from the 44. So a stop here would be big for this defense, as I don't think they're in field goal range. Herbert in the gun now, stepping back. Throwing over the middle, intended for Quentin Johnson. He can't pull it in, though. Darian Porter was there to maybe get a hand in on that. And the Chargers will punt here. So defense playing a little bit of damage control there. We go for it on 4th. Don't get anything, and not a great punt, as we're going to get the ball at the 22 there. Peterson coming back out now. Had an okay start in that first drive. Looking to really build on that. Going under center here. Genty in the backfield. 1st and 10. Handoff. Ashton Genty, who will gain 4. See if Genty can keep his hot streak going. He's played very well the last few weeks and really built off his rookie season very well. Peterson sets up a screen for Genty. Takes it out to the edge. Gets the edge and the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders coming up from the 34. Under center now. Handoff. Genty up the middle. Gains 3 there. A tough 3. Contact was almost immediate. 2nd and 7 now. Back under center here. Handoff. Damian Martinez this time, who has a tough run there. 3rd and 2 now. And Looks like we got another injury. Brock Bowers goes down holding his knee, and they're looking at him on the table now. That is a big loss for us if he can't come back in this one. Bowers is one of Peterson's favorite targets, so he'll have to rely on Michael Mayer now. And our rookie backup, our rookie third string tight end. Throwing over the middle, sidearm. Thornton can't haul it in. 4th and 2 coming up, and we're most likely going to be seeing a punt here, and we will, yes. So 2 drives, no points for the Raiders in this one. Defense is going to have to come up big here, and we knew that today because the Chargers do have a very good offense this year. They're 5 and 4 coming into this one. We're 4 and 5, looking to flip the switch here, turn the season around a little bit, and a big divisional win is something that can get that to happen. Gadsden motioning around now. Herbert, handoff, stopped at the line of scrimmage. Gains about 2 there. That's Tonka Hemingway in on that stop. Hemingway developing pretty nicely for us. 2nd and 8 now. Quentin Johnson in motion. Herbert to throw. Sets up a screen. Reyes out there. Can't get the tackle. Jeremy Chin cleans it up. The rookie has to make that play there to stop that big of a gain. He had him dead to rights and just couldn't bring him down. Herbert throwing. Quentin Johnson completed over the middle for a 1st down. Herbert over 100 yards passing in just the 1st quarter. They don't have to take a snap here before the end of the 1st, but they may, and they do not. So at the end of the 1st quarter here, it is Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Going into the 2nd now. Going to see if our defense can continue on their stop they got last drive. Chargers looking to continue to build a lead. Pass out to the right. Complete to Gadsden, getting away from Chin and up the sideline for a big gain. Aronde Gadsden with a great play there. Great find by Herbert. Play action now. Pressure coming. Broken up. Pressure got there by Enigbari. Got a hit on Herbert as he was about to throw. Broken up by Devin White, I believe that was. 2nd and 10 now. Handoff up the middle. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Hemingway. And Devin White helps clean that one up. Actually, pardon me, that's Chris Paul Jr. out there. Chris Paul Jr., Tonka Hemingway cleaning that one up. 3rd and 10 now. Looking to pass. Throws it over the middle. Intended for Aronde Gadsden, and Enigbari with a pick. We drop Enigbari into coverage there, which is a little suspect, but Kingsley Enigbari, the right end, with an interception on Justin Herbert. A big turnover there for this defense. And all of a sudden, we're flipping momentum here. We're going to go take a look at that there. As Genti and the offense come out. I want to get a replay of that. So we come out here and we're looking for Kingsley Enigbari here, who's going to fake the blitz, drop back in coverage, and just bang. Goes up and gets it. We're going to get a little screenshot of that there. What a play by Enigbari. Catches it. Great play by him there. Offense will be coming back out now. Got the ball at the 49, so good starting field position. Handoff, Genti. Met in the backfield by 3 defenders. Loses 1. Can't break out of that. Blocking just wasn't there for that run. 2nd and 11 will be coming up now. Peterson throwing. Sacked. Big time sack there by the Chargers. making it 3rd and 19. Game looking like it's heading to a more defensive-sided battle. Pardon me. Peterson looking to throw. Throwing deep now. Intended for Dante Thornton. He had him open. He got by his guy. Just couldn't complete it. And we're going to have to settle for a punt there. Tough happenings there as he had Dante Thornton, who was breaking wide open. Decent punt down to the 12. We'll see if our defense can make something happen here. Chargers offense coming back out looking to just forget about that pick. Handoff up the middle. Nobody there. Big run for about 18. Immediately getting the ball up to the 28. No Omari and Hampton in this one, so I believe it is Kamani Vidal in the backfield. Chargers looking to just continue to run the ball, but blown up in the backfield by Landon Roberts, I believe. Yes, it is. Landon Roberts was the one to blow that one up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. Chargers throwing into a lot of traffic, but Quentin Johnson comes down with it for a gain of 7. 3rd and 3 coming up. Looking to throw, pressure getting there. Max Crosby gets home for a sack. The drive ender does it again. We've seen it so many times in these first 2 seasons where we need a big stop and he comes through with a sack, single-handedly ending drives sometimes. We get a punt return here from Dylan Lobb, who gets it up to the 29. So the offense, quiet here today. Rookie quarterback looking to get this team some points on the board. We got into field goal range, didn't take it, and had a 3-and-out last drive. Handoff, Genti, who gets to the edge, makes a man miss. Up the sideline, a big run from Ashton Genti there. Brings the ball up to the 49. Going under center here, Genti still in the game, stepping back to pass. Quick throw out to Trey Tucker, who gains about 8. 2nd and 2, offense hurrying it up here a little bit. Damian Martinez in the backfield now. Stepping back to throw over the middle. Dante Thornton getting his first catch of the game. He'll get the first down there. Taking the ball up to 35 now. Staying under center here. Genti back in the game now. Handoff. Genti tries to make a man miss. Can't make it happen. Doesn't gain anything there. 2nd and 10 now. 3:50 left in the first half. Peterson looking to lead this offense to some points now. Stepping back, throwing, open. Genti gets up, gaining 9. 3rd and 1 now. I formation here for the Raiders. Peterson snaps, handoff. Martinez breaks a couple tackles. A tough run there, just not able to get there as the hole closed quickly. And then there's a cleanup tackle that he wasn't able to get past. We are taking the field goal now. As Joshua Carty comes out, kick is up, and it is true. Raiders reeled into a 4-point game now, 7-3 with 3 minutes left in the half. Chargers had a fantastic first drive, have been pretty quiet since. But we'll see if they can turn that around here. Hopefully our defense can stand tall like it has been. Crosby in the zone now, something that most teams do not want to see. Handoff. And that is Chris Paul Jr. there, stopping him basically at the line of scrimmage. Chris Paul Jr., a guy who I put in to take over for Devin White to see if he could develop for us, and he's playing pretty good here today. Throwing intended for tight end, completes it over the middle in traffic. Big hit there. Lucky that one didn't get knocked free. 1st and 10. Herbert looking to throw. Over the middle for Trey Harris. Porter can't bring him down, but Reyes and Chin clean it up for him. Gain of 4 there. 2nd and 6 now. Herbert throwing over the middle. Completed. That was Jonathan Reyes in coverage with Aronde Gadsden. Couldn't break that one up. 1st and 10 now. Chargers moving the ball quickly here. Trying to score before half. Play action now. Herbert throwing. Gadsden again. Gadsden having a big game today. Seems like nobody on our team can stay with him as we hit the 2-minute warning. Chargers up 7-3, moving the ball quickly here. Already basically in field goal range. 2nd and 2 now. Gadsden in motion, motioning back. Throws out to Gadsden, and he barely gets the 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Chargers coming up. Back to throw, throws over the middle. Gadsden again. Gadsden is absolutely torching us here today. As that's the rookie who made it back in. Getting a big hit there on Gadsden. Couldn't force a fumble or anything. Does take him down though. Gadsden absolutely torching us today. Handoff up the middle. Gain of 6 there. Looking a lot like the first drive the Chargers had where they were just getting everything they wanted. Defense maybe a little tired today. Or tired now. 54 seconds left. They set up a screen. Nothing doing there as Malcolm Kuntz gets a TFL. 3rd and 9 coming up now. Chargers take a timeout. 46 seconds left. 3rd and 9 coming up. Chargers definitely in field goal range here. Looking for more though. Looking to throw. Pressure getting there. Enigbari with the sack. Enigbari having a great emergence this year as we put him in position to succeed. Gets a pick today, and now he has a sack to go along with it. Raiders call a timeout there, looking to maybe get something going before half, maybe get back into field goal range. Raiders do get the ball at half, which is pretty big. Almost blocked there, pretty close. Chargers do get the field goal, though, to go up 10-3. 38 seconds left now. Not much time on the clock. See if we can't get a big return to help set the offense up. It's a okay return, but not great. So Genti and our young quarterback coming out now, looking to maybe get into field goal range before half. Maybe get a touchdown if something crazy happens. 1st and 10, Peterson throwing to Wicks, up the sideline, can't make anyone miss, gains 1. Hurrying it up, and this will be the last play before half if they snap it. And we do. Peterson throwing out to the left for Wicks, who catches it for a gain of about 3. And that'll take us into halftime. Chargers up 10-3. Raiders get the ball coming out of half. We'll see if this game can't get turned around in our favor. Lob with another return here. Breaks a tackle. Gets up to the 32, so a good return there from Dylan Lobb. Peterson coming out now. Not a great game today, but he hasn't been playing bad. Our play calling is definitely leaning more towards the run game. Looking to throw now, though. Pressure getting there. Our center and guard just miscommunication. Nobody picks up the D tackle. Can't have that there. Our O-line has been one of our more suspect parts of this team, as our tackles last season gave up over 20 sacks each. Throw out to Michael Mayer, as I don't believe I've seen Brock Bowers return after his injury, which is a little worrying considering how much of a presence he commands for this offense. Peterson looking to throw over the middle, completed. Dontavian Wicks, he's breaking away, can't get away, but a huge gain there by Dontavian Wicks. A great throw, a great catch, as we're going to take a look at that one. What a play there from this offense. Wicks going to be over here in the slot. Just coming up, coming through, wide open. Nobody on him, really. And a perfect throw in between the safeties who were closing in on that route. And then just breaking away up the middle. As we're going to get a little screenshot of this one too. Why not? We're just going to get a couple options here for some screenshots. Jump back into this sim now. After a big play there by Dontavian Wicks, this offense is moving. Great throw there by Peterson. That's what we like to see from our young quarterback. Dante Thornton in motion now. Wicks motioning over now too. Back, play action. Throwing, completed. Dante Thornton for a first down. Raiders have it at the 9 now. Peterson going under center here. First and goal for the Raiders for the first time today. Handoff, Genti breaks a tackle. Can't break a second one, but gets the ball up to the 2. Chargers with an injury. That's Odafe Owe. A tough loss there. They lose one of their best pass rushers. Raiders come out now. Ball on the 2-yard line. Genti in the backfield with Peterson. Handoff. Genti losing a yard. Third and goal now. Raiders knocking on the door, and a touchdown here would be big. Peterson looking to throw. Throws it. Complete for Dontavian Wicks for a touchdown. A great throw. Great drive there for Dontavian Wicks. Ends up with a touchdown. He deserves that one after that big play he had. Great catch. Ball was a little bit behind, but nonetheless, a touchdown for the Raiders. A PAT ties this one up in the third quarter, and it's good. Ball game is 10-10 now. Raiders come out after half and tie this thing up. Offense looked fantastic out there. Brock Bowers coming off the field, so maybe he's fine. A great first drive in the third quarter there from this offense. As now we just get to see if our defense, Zamir White actually, pardon me for saying Kamani Vidal earlier, it's Zamir White back there because Omarion Hampton is injured. Defense looking to build off the momentum our offense just built for us. First and 10 now. Handoff Zamir White, who gets stopped right around the line of scrimmage by Max Crosby. Gain of 1 there. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming up now. Herbert in the gun now. Rondé Gadsden in the slot. It looks like Gadsden torching us today. They go handoff here. Nobody's home. Percy Massey finally brings him down after a first down. Nobody there on that play, though. Unfortunately, our linebackers were a little preoccupied, and our edge couldn't get off his block there. Going I form now. Chargers under center. Herbert looking to throw. Over the middle. Almost intercepted by Elandon Robert. A risky throw there by Herbert, which could have really flipped this game on its head. Gadsden motioning now. 2nd and 10 here. Herbert to throw. Over the middle. Zamir White with a short catch for 2 yards. Brought down by Jonathan Reyes there. 3rd and 8 now. Defense looking to get off the field. Over the middle. Broken up by Elandon Roberts. Elandon Roberts having a big impact here late in this one. It's definitely one of our team captains. I believe we re-signed Jeremy Chin as well to a 4-year contract, so he'll be around for a little bit to help lead this defense. Those two are definitely some big pieces and leaders on this defense. As we see the game Peterson's having is actually pretty good. 12 for 15, 137 and a touchdown. Handoff, Genti gains 1. Edge didn't get sealed there. Franklin Myers in to stop that one. 2nd and 9 now coming up. Offense looking to continue the hot start they had coming out of half. Back to throw. Throws over the middle for Michael Mayer. Pass broken up there. 3rd and 9. Big 3rd and 9 now. Peterson in the empty. Genty one-on-one on the top of the screen there. He's wide open, it looked like, for a second. Michael Mayer with a big catch and run, though. Gets the first down. I believe there's probably a safety over the top of Genty, but he did get off a quick free release, which could have been enough for the first down. Either way, we get it, though. A great throw. Threading the needle there. Michael Mayer with a good catch and run. Getting the first down for this offense. 1st and 10 now from the 31. Peterson looking to throw again over the middle for Thornton, who gets a gain of 4. Thornton continuing to be involved in this offense as he gets another catch there. He had that 3-touchdown performance a few weeks ago in, I believe, week 5. Peterson stepping up, throwing, hit as he throws. Thornton comes back, though. Makes a great catch in traffic. A tough throw there by Peterson, who got drilled as he was throwing it, but Thornton makes the play, comes back on that one. What a play by Thornton to adjust to that. Coming back, catching it in traffic, going up. And Thornton really making a name for himself in this offense as of recently. Peterson in the gun now. Genty in the backfield with him, motioning Mayer over. Stepping back to throw. Throws to Mayer over the middle. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3. This offense still moving the ball now. Had a tough start to this drive, but they've really got it going now. Genty to the edge. 3 Chargers meet him there. A loss of 2. 3rd and 5. Right after I was saying how well we were moving the ball, we get a negative play there. 3rd and 5 now. Peterson looking to throw. Pressure getting there. He's running backwards. Fumbles the ball. What is happening? 4th and 22. Pushes us. I pressed the wrong button there. Pushes us out of field goal range. And now we have to punt the ball away. A great drive ends with 2 horrible plays. We lose 2 on a run and a not so great punt. We lose 2 on a run, and then we lose a ton on a sack fumble that our offensive lineman runs backwards with. And now our defense coming back on after a momentum-shifting drive by their defense. Max Crosby out there laying the boom after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now for the Chargers offense. Gadsden in motion. Herbert, handoff to Zamir White. Stopped at the line of scrimmage there. Gain of 1. They're going to give him a gain of 1. I don't think he gained much there, though. 3rd and 6 now. Trey Harris in motion. Chin following him. Herbert to throw. Pressure getting there. Pass caught, but it will be 4th down. So defense continuing their strong performance today. And they force another punt. Punt away. Bob just with a fair catch at the 26. Offense looking to come back from that horrendous end of the drive last time out. Minute 30 here in the 3rd. They could run it to the 4th. Handoff. Ashton Genty makes a man miss, breaks a couple tackles, gains about 13 there. Tough run for Ashton Genty, who continues his string of great games. 1st and 10 now. Peterson under center, motioning Wicks. Steps back, handoff. Genty runs over a man, gains maybe 1 there. A tough 1 yard. Our line is just inconsistent. They make some great plays, some great blocks, and then they just don't. Bowers is back in the game. Peterson hit as he throws, and it'll fall incomplete. play action there didn't quite work out. Damian Martinez in the game now. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, pressure getting home. Sacked. Franklin Myers, I believe. As it'll be 4th and 18. Both defenses playing lights out here today, limiting a lot of scoring. And what I thought was going to be a little bit more of an offensive battle has turned into a battle of defenses today. Short return there for the Chargers. Herbert and this offense coming back out. Raiders looking for their defense to make another big stop. 1st and 10 here from the 23. Herbert, play action, stepping up, running, nobody there. Eric Stokes and Reyes finally bring him down after a 1st down run. Herbert felt the pressure, just tucked it and took off. Got past the D-line and just nobody was there to make the stop until it was too late. 1st and 10 here from the 34. Herbert throwing over the middle for Gadsden. Chris Paul Jr. brings him down over the middle. 2nd and 5 now. And that'll take us to the 4th quarter. As we head into the 4th quarter, 10-10 now. Defense is playing tough today. Both offenses have moved the ball, just not been able to put many points up. Defense is stepping up when they need to. We'll see if the Raiders defense can continue that after a short rest. Maybe one that was needed. 2nd and 5 now. Tight end in motion. Stepping back, play action, throwing over the middle. Can't connect with Gadsden, who was open. It would have been a big gain. Just can't connect there. 3rd and 5 now. Number 38, Herbert. Play action, throwing over the middle. Ladd McConkey beats rookie Braden Hartwell from the slot. And it's a 1st down for the Chargers. Great throw, great catch there. 1st and 10 now. Motioning Gadsden over. Looking to pass. Throws over the middle again. A tough catch by Trey Harrison through contact. 3 guys hit him there, and he still pulls it in. Adjusting the formation here. 1st and 10. Play action. Crosby gets there, but it's too late as Gadsden's wide open. 10 catches for 96 yards for Arondé Gadsden today. As he continues to torch us. Crosby got there just a little bit too late. Over the middle again. Our linebackers are just nowhere to be found this drive. Getting torched over the middle now. 2nd and 2. Chargers moving the ball at will. Handoff. Crosby forces a fumble and recovers it. The drive ender. Max Crosby with a clutch forced fumble and recovery. What a play by Max Crosby. Peterson stepping up now, gaining 3. 2nd and 7. Offense looking to continue to take that momentum and put some points on the board and grab the lead for the first time this game. Peterson looking to throw. Throws over the middle to Trey Tucker, who gets the 1st down. Going empty here now. 5 wide. Peterson. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Steps up. It was a QB draw, it looks like. Slides down after a gain of 8. Peterson looking to give the Raiders a big divisional win. Handoff. Genti up the middle for the 1st down. Dante Thornton talking some smack out there. Peterson in the gun with Genti next to him. 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff. Genti breaks a tackle. Gains 3. Offense moving the ball here a little bit. Single back now. 2nd and 7. Motioning Wicks over. Handoff Wicks. And it is read all the way by Odafe Owe. Comes back from his injury earlier. And all of a sudden it's 3rd and 8 after a Fast start to the drive. Bowers and Thornton at the bottom of the screen. Wicks motioning over there to form a bunch. Screen pass to Genti. Nothing doing there. Loses 2. And just not a great play call there. So we can't do anything after the turnover. We're going to be punting the ball back to the Chargers, who were absolutely killing us last drive. Great punt, though. They'll get the ball at the 11. Herbert in this offense coming back out. He's throwing the ball 33 times a day, 230 yards. So we've held him in check a little bit after he started hot with 100 yards in the first quarter. 4 minutes left in this one, though. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. A toss out to the running back. Jonathan Reyes not able to get there to bring him down, but slows him down enough for Eric Stokes and a couple other Raiders to get the 3-yard loss. Adjusting the formation here. 2nd and 13 from the 7. Herbert in the gun. Throwing over the middle. Quentin Johnson. Percy Massey with a big hit there. Gain of 6. 3rd and 7. A big 3rd and 7 here. Defense definitely needs a stop. Chargers throwing. Crosby gets there. Not in time. A completed pass over the middle yet again. Landon Robert can't make the play. Ladd McConkey gets the 1st down easily after making it past him. 1st and 10 now from the 21. Quentin Johnson in motion. Throwing to Johnson. Bad coverage there from Hartwell, who fell for the fake on that route. 1st and 10 now for the Chargers. Handoff Zamir White up the middle. Landon Roberts there to stop that one. Injury timeout now. Tonka Hemingway goes down holding his knee. Not good there as our staple in the middle of our defensive line goes down. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Jared Rich in there. Now our rookie D-tackle who's played pretty solid today. Pass over the middle. Landon Roberts with a big hit. 3rd and 5 now. Chargers looking to get this into field goal range. Probably put this away with this drive. Pressure starting to get there. Throws it away. So the defense does get a stop. And the offense will have a chance to put this game away. So punt is away. Lob Bear catches it at the 14, so a great punt there for them. Going to have to drive basically the whole field here. Peterson, a clutch moment for this young man if he can drive us down the field and get some points here. Looking to throw. Throws it deep. Flag on the Raiders. It's going to be holding. Pass was broken up. He had Thornton with a step. Thornton just couldn't bring it in. And Charles Grant with the holding. Putting us back on the 7-yard line now. 1st and 17. Peterson in the empty. Pressure starting to get there. He throws it quick, though. Complete to Trey Tucker over the middle for a big gain. About a 12-yard gain there. 2nd and 5 coming up. Clock is running. 30 seconds before the 2-minute warning. Thornton in motion. Wicks in motion now. Defense adjusting. Peterson snaps. Play action. Looking to throw. Throws. Completed to Dante Thornton for a 1st down. Go I formation here. 8 seconds. They don't need to snap it before the 2-minute warning, but they may just do it, and they do. Play action. Peterson steps up. Throws. 1st down to Trey Tucker. Offense moving the ball here. Some great throws by this young quarterback. All 3 timeouts for the Raiders here. 1:59 left. Quick throw on the RPO to Dontavian Wicks, who gets a big gain. Taking it up to the 39, flipping the field quickly there. The only issue is we don't want to score too fast and let Justin Herbert come out and put points on the board. Pressure getting there. Peterson steps up, takes off, goes to slide down after the 1st down and takes a hit. Chargers take their 1st time out, trying to retain some of this clock so they can try to answer, because we are in field goal range here. First and 10 now. Play action. Peterson rolls out, takes off, gets close to the edge. He fumbles it. Thornton recovers it, though. Recovers it past the first down marker, so it'll be first and 10. A great heads-up grab there by Dante Thornton as Peterson takes a shot and fumbles it. Thornton saves the game basically there. First and 10 here under center. Handoff. Ashton Genti up the middle. Makes one man miss. Gains about 7. Chargers take their final timeout with 1:23 left. Tie game 10-10. Raiders in the red zone. Looking to end this game and get a big divisional win to take their season to 500 right now. Genti up the middle. Can't get past the first guy. Gains about 2, making it 3rd and 1. Chargers injury there. 3rd and 1 now. 1st and 11. Minute and 11, sorry. Genti can't get to the edge. It'll be 4th and 2. We run some clock off here before the field goal attempt. Joshua Carty to put the Raiders up by 3, and he does. Raiders take a 13-10 lead with about 30 seconds left. Kick the ball deep here. Chargers no timeouts. They're going to need a big return here, and they don't quite get it. He gets up to the 26. So Justin Herbert, can he work some magic here? 25 seconds left, no timeouts, and all they need is a field goal to tie it up. Stepping back to throw. Herbert throws it away. Didn't find anything that he liked. 21 seconds left in this one. 2nd and 10, Chargers coming out now. You know they're going to be looking for those sideline plays. Herbert throwing. Ladd McConkey goes out of bounds after a gain of 6. 17 seconds. You're going to need some bigger plays than that if you're going to want to get into field goal range. Herbert throwing, completed. Quinn Johnson doesn't get out of bounds, and that is going to do it for this game, I believe. I don't know if they'll get back in time to spike it. They do with 3 seconds left. Never mind. So this right here is the game. It's win or go home. They can't get a field goal now. Herbert, pressure getting there. Crosby ends the game. Hitting Herbert as he goes to throw, and the Chargers are upset by the Raiders here. Raiders now 5-5 on the season, trying to turn their playoff hopes around. Gregory Peterson puts together a fantastic drive to end that one. Dontavian Wicks with a great game. Peterson with probably one of his best all-around performances of the year. Peterson, 22 for 27, 257, and a touchdown, no picks. A great game there from him. Rushing-wise, Genti had 19 for 67, which wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. He made plays. Dontavian Wicks, 6 for 95 and a touchdown. What a game from Wicks today. Trey Tucker had 5 for 53, and Thornton had 5 for 68. Great game for those three. Defensively, though, Eric Stokes with 12 tackles, and Landon Roberts with 11. 2 TFLs from Landon Roberts and Max Crosby. Max Crosby, Kingsley Enagbari both have a sack. Crosby played a great game today. So did Enagbari, who had the pick in that one, which was crazy. Darian Porter, Chris Paul Jr., a bunch of PBUs. Obviously, the forced fumble and recovery by Max Crosby was huge in that situation. So the Raiders now move to 5-5 on the year, which we will see next week where that puts us in the division and in the league, as we are already 1 win away from our win total last year. So it does seem like we kind of improved in some aspects. Our offense is still inconsistent. Our defense has gotten a lot better, though. That puts us, we're still last, but we are tied with Denver and the Chargers, which is big. There's a lot of teams that are just barely out of the playoffs in the AFC right now that are 5-5. We just have to keep riding out that momentum as we go into this game against the 5-5 New England Patriots. A perfect chance for us to pull out a win here and get something going, as they will be missing Will Campbell and Hunter Henry. I'm going to go to the injuries and see if I can't pull Colton Miller off of IR. That's not Colton Miller. I cannot. So I think I missed the point in the season where I can pull people off IR, which is unfortunate. As we get a receiver breakout here, is it Dontavian Wicks? Dontavian Wicks now has star development. What's up, Coach? That last one felt like a huge game for me. I had some great practices, and it carried over to the game. Love hearing I saw it in practice, and I'm glad it carried over. Keep doing what you're doing. You're getting a lot better, and we're going to come your way a lot more. Will do. Sounds good. Appreciate you, Coach. Nice. D-line breakout. Enigbari has had a bunch of breakout opportunities. Emergency of King Enigbari. I think he's starting to put things together. That's good. So we got some guys breaking out. We're going to see if we can't try to re-sign. I'm going to go see what his motivations are and see if we can't fix some of that. It doesn't fit our scheme, apparently. Apparently we're underdogs for Super Bowl chase. Obviously, that makes sense. I can't really fix any of those. I will continue to try to re-sign him, though, as I do think he's an integral part of this offense. We're going to go a very player-friendly, and we do re-sign Dontavian Wicks. So, with that in mind, before we go into this game, I want to just show you where we are at wide receiver-wise. Dontavian Wicks, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, Jack Besh. 4 guys who are all starter calibers. And 4 guys who could all play wide receiver 1 or 2 if we needed them to. Who's the odd man out? Besh, I feel like, was the odd man out, and that's why we had the rotation we did last game, which looked very good with who we had playing. I feel like Besh's impact wasn't being felt this season while Trey Tucker was out. So I think we're going to rock with Wicks, Tucker, and Thornton for now. And once the offseason kicks around, if we're not in the playoffs, once we get to a point where we can trade, I think we're going to trade either Besh or Tucker. I'm not opposed to it being Besh because Dontavian Wicks has been playing that slot role, and as we saw, he's been playing it very well. I like Besh a lot as in real life, and I liked him when he was playing, but from the first season to this season, his impact just hasn't been there. Let's see if we can go see his stats here. Yeah, from first season to now, his production has just gone down. He's averaging less per game. His rack average went up, but his production overall went down. You can call it a sophomore slump, which, that's a valid thing to say, but it's hard to put somebody in whose production has gone down. And you know what? Maybe we keep all of them because I did just re-sign those 2. Maybe we keep all of them, but I would like to probably trade one of them because I think Dante Thornton has really stepped up this year and has taken that wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2 type role as we come in here. Tucker's only down here because he missed, he's only played 4 games, so he missed about 7 games. But, Besh, him and Genti have played the same amount of games, almost the same amount of snaps, and our running back has 1 more catch for 18 more yards and the same amount of touchdowns. So Genti's matching that production for Besh, which is why I have Tucker, Thornton, and Wicks in there. Thornton, who has had a big-time emergence, 4 touchdowns, 439 so far, and Wicks, who has played very well this year. I believe already right around the production he had last year, which means he's going to surpass that by quite a bit, considering we have about 7 more games to play. So we come into this game against the Patriots here. We're going to watch probably the second half of this one. It is a home game against the Patriots. Patriots struggling a little bit this year. And our defense has been playing really good, so we'll be looking for another good defensive output here as we try to get to 6-5 and put ourselves in a position we haven't been in the last couple seasons. So we're going to jump forward to the next quarter as we put a touchdown on the board. And we put 7-3 currently, 10-10 again. So we move the ball down, get a field goal. Patriots, it's 13-10 as we jump into the third quarter now, where it looks like we will be getting the ball first. So our offense in a position to put some points on the board and make this a 2-possession game. Bob with an okay return. Hand off to Genti to start this second half out. Makes one man miss, breaks a tackle, gets a first down. Genti with 7 rushes for 42 yards, and the announcers were just saying he's second in the league in terms of running back receiving yards, which is big. Wicks in motion now. Hand off Genti again, getting to the outside, makes a man miss. Yet again, makes another man miss. One guy to beat, he can't do it. He had a chance to break off a huge one there. Big run there from Genti as lob is in. Maybe Martinez is injured. I didn't foresee that happening. Lob not making an impact felt there. Somebody that could also be not on the roster going into the next season, as we could move on from him and get a new RB3. Peterson pressure getting home. Loses 7 back-to-back horrendous plays. 3rd and 22 now. As the Raiders started hot with Genti and then just couldn't get anything going. Peterson to throw. Throws to Trey Tucker. Gains 10, but just can't get much more going there as the Patriots defense stands firm there and forces a punt. A.J. Cole with this punt. Looks like a decent one. And they will be down at the 6-yard line, so a great punt there by A.J. Cole. Drake May coming in now. Hand off. Landon Roberts stops him at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 there. Good young team that this Patriots have, so you can't underestimate them. 2nd and 9 now. Drake made a throw. Throws over the middle. Completed for Demario Douglas for the first down. Middle of the field coverage has been a struggle for us this season. Teams tend to just kind of torch us over the middle. So they go play action here. Drake May throwing to the right. Eric Stokes just overrunning the tackle, and Keyshawn Boutte breaking about 3 tackles there to get up the field and get the first down. So a great play there by Keyshawn Boutte. Drake May now. Hand off. Travion Henderson hurdling a down man. And another big play for the Patriots, who are absolutely slicing us right now. 1st and 10 again. This time from the 44. Drake May going under center here. Hand off. Henderson. Landon Roberts giving chase. Gets caught up on, I believe that was Eric Stokes and the wide receiver. So he can't get there. A 9-yard gain from Travion Henderson. Looking a little gassed now, but they're going to hand it to him anyways. And Enagbari with a TFL there. Enagbari making his presence felt in this one. 3rd and 2 now. Defense looking for a stop. Patriots in the gun. May looking to throw. Throws over the middle. It is broken up by Darian Porter, intended for Demario Douglas. Great play there by Darian Porter. 4th and 2, and the Patriots are going to go here. Interesting call. 3rd quarter, only down by 3. They're going to go for it at midfield. Handoff. Travion Henderson breaks a couple tackles. Dansby can't make the tackle in the backfield. The stop was there to be made, and they just couldn't make it. Patriots get their 4th down conversion. Play action, throw out to the left, steps out of bounds. 2nd and 8 coming up. Patriots looking to take the lead, if they can get past tying it. And a pick by Eric Stokes, playing great coverage underneath. Eric Stokes with a big turnover there. Stokes continuing to perform well on this defense and emerge as a leader for this secondary. A great play there by Eric Stokes. Bang, over the middle, just jumps the route. And a pick for the defense. Great play there by Eric Stokes. Offense coming back out now, looking to finish off a drive a little bit better than they did last time. Genty handoff, loses one as there was just no blocking up front for that play. It was dead before it began. Peterson looking to throw. Pressure getting there. He throws it over the middle for Ashton Genty. Nobody there. Big gain from Ashton Genty. Continuing to add to those receiving numbers. 1st down, Raiders. 1st and 10 now. 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Handoff Genty, and again no blocking as he's just stuffed in the backfield. A loss of 3. Christian Barmore there. Just immediately getting off his block and just straight to the backfield. Lob in the game, so something must be wrong with Damian Martinez. Handoff to Lob, who again can't get anything going. 3rd and 13 as this drive looks to take another turn, just like the last one. Pressure coming. Barmore gets through, and just like the last drive, a sack to end it after a loss on a run. The blocking, the O-line is just not there right now, and we're having to rely on our defense yet again. As the punt's away, the ball barely rolls into the end zone. Almost a fantastic punt by A.J. Cole. Recovery team just couldn't get there in time as it rolls barely in, so they'll get it at the 20. Quick pass out now to Demario Douglas as Jeremy Chin is there to bring him down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now. Patriots looking to tie this one up or take the lead, hopefully. Screen pass set up, hit as he throws, but he gets it off in time, and now nobody's home to stop the screen. Pressure came, it got there just a half a second too late, and then nobody there to clean it up. A 1st down for the Patriots now. Drake May handoff, Travion Henderson, Max Crosby tackles him after a gain of 9. Linebackers, just nobody home in the middle of the field for us. 2nd and 1 now coming up. Drake May back to throw. Feels the pressure, gets broken up. Demario Douglas, though. What a crazy play for the Patriots. The flag is down. It's going to be holding to save that 1st down. Demario Douglas with a heads-up grab, though. 2nd and 11 coming up, as that was one of the craziest plays I've seen. 2nd and 11 now. Another screen pass. We got people there, though, this time. Eric Stokes brings Travion Henderson down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 now. Raiders defense looking for a stop. Drake May back to throw. Pressure coming over the middle. Broken up by Landon Roberts. Intended for Woodward, I believe, is a rookie tight end with Hunter Henry out. So the defense forces a punt. And we'll see if our offense can come out now and make something more happen than they have. After 2 just not great ends to drives at midfield to start this 2nd half. Looking to really see them, I don't know, put one home. Or at least not end it that ugly. Play action here. Toss out to Colin Freeman, the rookie fullback, who takes an absolute shot by Robert Spillane. 2nd and 6 now. Peterson in the empty, looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Dante Thornton with a catch there. It'll be 3rd and 2. Thornton continuing to emerge as a solid wide receiver option for us as we throw out to Gentoo, who makes a tough catch, breaks 2 tackles, and because he stayed up, he loses the yardage, and it'll be 4th down. Sometimes it helps to just go down. Gentoo trying to make a little too much happen, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Coverage team getting there. A decent return. Turns into a big return. Breaks another tackle. A huge punt return there for the Patriots as her returner gets up to the 50, starting already in great field position. Handoff. Travion Henderson tries to cut it back. Gains 1. He had room over there. I don't know why he tried to cut it back. Brought down by Jonathan Reyes, though. Reyes, somebody we're hoping learns a bit from Landon Roberts. Just with how Landon Roberts has played for us. If we can get him to kind of mentor Jonathan Reyes, I think he could be a very good linebacker for us in the future. As the Patriots now, from the 50, 2nd and 9 here. We move into the 4th quarter, only up by 3, so the game is definitely not over. Play action, throwing over the middle, wide open is Keyshawn Boutte. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. A great play there. Great find by Drake May. Drake May looking to throw again over the middle. Oh, Boutte's number 9. Stephon Diggs is number 8. Never mind, that was Diggs over the middle. My bad there on that one. 2nd and 4 now. Handoff, Travion Henderson, who breaks through the line for a big gain and up to the 20. Patriots looking to punch one in. Handoff, Henderson breaks up the middle again for a big run. 13 yards on that one, 7-yard, taken up to the 7-yard line. Defense is gassed now. Drake May looking to throw, looking to step up and run, throws it while getting hit by Tonka Hemingway. Interesting play call there. 2nd and goal now for the Patriots. Defense looking to hold them to a field goal. Handoff. Travion Henderson again up the middle, just gashes the defense. Nobody home to make the stop. And touchdown for the Patriots as they look to go up 4 here in the 4th quarter. Patriots take a 17-13 lead now. And our offense is going to need to step it up big time in this 4th quarter to win this one. Deion Reynolds with the return here. Lob in his way. Gets it up to the 29 though. Peterson coming back out with this offense, looking to turn things around and go recapture that lead. 1st and 10 here from the 29. Peterson in the gun, 5 wide. I'm going to throw, but it's a QB draw. He slides after a gain of 4. Be 2nd and 6 coming up. Handoff. Gentoo up the middle. Gentoo breaks away. Makes a man miss, and a big run by Ashton Gentoo, who's saying, I can run too. Maybe felt like a little bit of a challenge with Henderson running all over us. 1st and 10 now. Bowers in motion. Peterson looking to throw. Steps up. Throws it. Incomplete. Intended for Trey Tucker, I believe. Just overthrows it a little bit. Can't connect there. Peterson in the gun here with Gentoo in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Throwing quick. Gain of 1 to Dontavian Wicks. 3rd and 9. 43 is about the same place we've stalled 2 other times. Pressure starting to get there. And it gets home again. The Raiders cannot dial anything up at midfield to help put this one back in their favor, as another sack and a critical third down at midfield forces another punt, and not a great punt, but not a bad punt. Patriots will have it at the 16. Drake May, and this offense looking to put this one away. Handoff. Henderson up the middle. Of course nobody's there. 7-yard gain. As the Patriots just continue to gash us on the ground. Motion. Play action now. Drake May throwing. Man wide open is Woodward, the rookie tight end. Patriots moving the ball with ease in this fourth quarter now. 1st and 10, May looking to throw. Pass completed to Demario Douglas for a gain of 4. May in the empty now. 2nd and 6, pressure coming, not getting home in time. Keyshawn Boutte with a first down grab. Defense getting absolutely torched here. May under center now. Handoff, Henderson up the middle. Gains 3. Patriots looking to put this one away. Playing from behind the whole game. Now they're looking to put it away. Sets up a screen. Reyes there. Can't make the tackle. Crosby cleans it up, though, with a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12. Key down for this defense. May looking to throw. Pressure getting there. Throws out. Completed. Diggs breaks 2 tackles, breaking off up the sideline. Jeremy Chin can't. Down at the 1, and that is a heartbreaker. 2 guys can't make the stop. And now the Patriots looking to punch it in and put this one away. 24-13. The Patriots are going to go up big with 3 minutes left. Our offense stalls this entire second half, and our defense cannot buy a stop as Stephon Diggs makes one of the biggest plays of the game in a very key situation. As now it's a 2-possession game, and the Raiders need 2 scores in 3 minutes to pull this one out. 1st and 10 here from the 27, 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. Can Peterson pull out some magic for this Raiders team? Throwing completed for Thornton over the middle. They're going to have to hurry it up here, and they do. Under center. As the clock continues to tick, motioning Trey Tucker. Handoff Genti, who stopped in the backfield. It's about time to abandon the run, down 2 possessions with 2:45. Looking to throw. Pressure coming over the middle. Completed to Trey Tucker. 3rd and 1. 2:30 left. And they need 2 touchdowns. Peterson, handoff. Genti up the middle, gaining about 7. 2:25 and the clock continues to run. Offense moving the ball. This is their dead zone, though. This is where they've stalled this whole half. Looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Montavian Wicks gets the first down. They need to score as close to this 2-minute warning as possible. They need to get a play off here before the 2-minute warning. 5, 4, 3. Peterson snaps. Looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Trey Tucker gets it up. So the offense moving the ball here into the red zone. 2nd and 1 from the 21, and they need to score as soon as possible. Peterson throwing, completed to Trey Tucker. They're going to have to hurry it up, though. They take their first timeout, unfortunately. Not when you want to take that timeout. 9-yard line now. Peterson in the gun. Handoff Genti. We're handing the ball off. He breaks a tackle. Genti into the end zone, though. So the Raiders try to pull close here. Gonna go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game and hope for a miracle on the kickoff. Peterson throwing, caught by Wicks, so the 2-point is good. Raiders down by 3 now. Onside kick here. They will need an absolute miracle, and they don't get it, as the Patriots will have the ball at the 41-yard line, and a first down ends this one. A first down ends this game. Handoff, Henderson up the middle, nobody home yet again. Gain of 7, and one more run like that, and this ball game is over. Patriots claw their way back into this one, and the Raiders defense, as good as they've been this year, just not able to buy a stop late in the game. Handoff yet again. They do get the stop after a gain of 1, 3rd and 2 here. Patriots would be foolish to throw this because if it's incomplete, it's basically a free timeout. And Igbari with a huge TFL there. Unfortunately, they are in field goal range with no timeouts. They'll run the clock here. It'll be a little less than a minute that the Raiders get the ball on the clock as the kick is up, and it's drilled, making it a touchdown situation for this Raiders offense. The kick is away into the return zone, so it has to be returned. Lob, breaking tackles, getting it up to the 24. So Gregory Peterson, does he have that clutch gene in him? 1st and 10 with 50 seconds left, and a touchdown wins it. Tucker in motion. Peterson throwing quick to Brock Bowers. Raiders going to have to hurry it up now. 40 seconds left. Clock running. Going to need to get this play off a little faster. Throw over the middle for Dante Thornton, who completes it, but they're not going to let him clock run. They're going to spike it. They need to go quick. Need to be quicker on the spike here. 25 seconds left now. And they need a huge play on this play. 25 seconds left. Peterson stepping up. Throwing short to Trey Tucker, who does go out of bounds, so they don't need to hurry it up now. 18 seconds left. 3rd and 5. Need to look for the sidelines. Stepping up into the pocket. Peterson throwing. Completed for Dontavian Wicks. 9 seconds. 8. I don't think they're going to have enough time. They are not going to have enough time to clock this. And the Raiders are going to lose. Raiders drop to 5 and 6 in heartbreaking fashion as Gregory Peterson throws for 302 yards, 79% completion, and a touchdown. Run game was good. Our defense just could not buy a stop. Trey Tucker with 100 yards, Wicks with 130 and a touchdown, Thornton with 25. A heartbreaking loss there. Is just sacks in key situations cost us points, and our defense not being able to make a stop on that. As I think Barry had a 3 TFL, 1.5 sack game. That's good for him. Defense could not make a stop in a key situation on that Stephon Diggs play, and it cost us big time there. Raiders drop to 5 and 6 now in a tough one. We saw some really good things, and we saw some really poor things. This team is very close, as both breakouts, I think, will in fact hit. I think Enigbari is going to hit his. He's becoming a superstar right before our eyes. I think so too. I think he's really turned up to another level these last few games, and I think he's really becoming a staple in this defense. Along with Kingsley Enigbari now is star development. Sure. Perfect, which means he will develop even faster, which is perfect. I think he has the opportunity to become a staple in this defense across from Max Crosby Wow, we have Max Crosby. Dontavian Wicks. Might have been a little too much. He got 130 and a touchdown. Did he need 150? I don't agree with that. I think he should have gotten the breakout there. But that's fine. I'm sure he'll have another opportunity to break out later in the season. View playoff picture, as I believe we are just barely on the outside looking in. The Broncos, Chiefs are in, Chargers are out currently. The Patriots are in at 6-5. Let's see their division. They are there, so 6-5. We're right around 500. Could in fact get us to the playoffs, which would be a huge jump from last year. As we go in here now, we're going to grab some focus players. I haven't done a whole lot of scouting, but I do know we need a center. So let's see here. See what we have available. Marcus or Max Sims, A+ awareness, A to C pass block. If his run block was better, he might be actually nuts. This guy, B to D awareness, C to F pass block. We're going to throw Jack McQueen as a focus player. And I also want Sims. I want to see more about what he's about just with the stuff that he has going. And then, I don't know. We have a good young core on defense, so it's hard to really put that out there like that. Let's see, guards. We do need. I don't think we need a right guard. We might need. I think we're okay offensive line wise if we can pull in a center. Maybe we'll look at a later round tight end to add to this catching traffic for a deep threat guy. A deep route. B pass block. Victor Aldridge at 6'6", being a vertical threat with A catching traffic and good blocking. That's going to be our third guy there. So we're going to see how those guys come out. I believe I'm releasing Michael Mayer or letting him walk. I don't think he wanted to resign, so we're letting him walk. So it'll be good to add another tight end. And we're going to sim through this Dolphins game. 4-7 Miami Dolphins, who have been very lackluster in this one. Or in this year. It'll be good if we can pull this win out, but who knows anymore? Really, who does know? I mean, our defense has been good, but relatively inconsistent, and our offense has been solid in some aspects, but not great in other aspects. So we're going to sim this last week here for this episode to see what we pull through, and we do get a win. So the Raiders back up to 6-6 now. Look at us making a push. The Broncos are the 6th seed at 7-5, and I believe if we go to our schedule, we do play the Broncos at least one more. Yes, play the Broncos one more time, and that will be next episode. So that'll be a big game for us. So that'll be our last divisional game, and it'll be probably a key game going into this last stretch, considering we are just barely outside the playoff picture right now. We're sitting at 6-6, which is better than where we finished, or if we were to lose out, it'd be where we finished last season. But it's promising statistically. Actually, let's go look at this Dolphins game real quick, just to see what happened in that one as we won 20-13, another close one. Next season, I really want to put people away. I think that's something we need to work on. Tua didn't play a great game. Peterson had a touchdown and a pick. 58% completion, so not his best game, but we did win, and that's all that matters. Genti had 13 for 60. Peterson had 9 yards on the ground, also a touchdown, so he had 2 touchdowns today. Receiving wise, Trey Tucker had 87, Wicks with 54, 51 for Dante Thornton Jr. Lobb had a receiving touchdown. Interesting. Anything crazy in this game? Landon Roberts, 10 tackles. We get 3 TFLs and a sack from Max Crosby. Jeremy Chin, Darian Porter, Malcolm Kuntz with some TFLs as well. We get a sack from Kingsley Enikbari, who continues to play great. Eric Stokes, back-to-back games with picks. So Eric Stokes looking to step up even further as he gets 2 picks in this episode. Enikbari breaking out as well. So it's good to see some of these guys that I put some faith in, as I think this is Enikbari again, actually, looking to break out for a 3rd time. Yes, coach, I feel great, and like my game hasn't stopped evolving all season. Keep giving me chances to prove that I'm great. That's the plan. You've become a huge part of this defense, which is true. I said it recently. I think he's becoming a staple on this defense across from Max Crosby. He's earned 4,500 XP. So if he has another good game against the Texans, who are 7-5, which means they are beatable even with the overall difference. They're a beatable team, I think. And I think most of these teams down the stretch are beatable for us. Percy Massey getting an upgrade there. Kingsley Enikbari with an upgrade. We get some of our young guys with upgrades. So we're going to go look at how our team's looking real quick. And then we'll go look at stats to end the video, as Dontavian Wicks is our wide receiver 1 currently. Trey Tucker's in that wide receiver 2 role. Dante Thornton here at wide receiver 3. Killings, I put him in because, why not? He's playing a little bit better than Rodgers would, and he was filling in for Dylan Parham anyways. As Wilds is here, I don't know how close we are because he's our long snapper, so I don't know exactly how much he is, I believe. You know what, because we're probably not going to be able to reveal it, I'm just going to go see what it is. I don't do this for people on my team. Star. So yeah, nothing crazy. But somebody that, if he keeps that star development, could help in the future. Vincent, I believe, has been a very good pickup for us. Somebody that we traded for earlier in the season. I feel like he's played very well at that right tackle spot and kind of shorted up for us as far as, helping not allow sacks on that edge. Rodgers and Grant were not very good over here, so it was about time to just figure something else out there. Now Grant is over here because Colton Miller got injured, and I don't believe I can bring him back off of IR yet, or at all this season. I think I missed the deadline to do that, which we can double check real quick. Colton Miller, I cannot bring him off of IR, so yeah. I've noticed this happen. I don't know exactly what week it is that players cannot come off IR anymore, but it is interesting. It happened last season too. I had a bunch of guys on IR that could have come back but weren't able to, unfortunately, as we have a rookie in Chicago leading the league in sacks. Okay. So we're going to look at our stats here. Peterson is 11th in the league in, let me go back to that, 11th in the league in passing yards, 24th in passing touchdowns, 18th in passer rating, which is good. We're going to go check out the yearly awards actually before we get into the stats. Let's see here. Nobody from us in the MPP. Kellen Moore. Derek Knight Sr. is on the Coach of the Year leaderboard, though, which is big. Kellen Moore, the head coach of the New York Giants, that's a big pull there. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So we're going to go to the AFC here. Offensive Player of the Year. We have nobody just as of yet. DPOY. Max Crosby is up here. And Kingsley Enikbari also. So both our edge rushers there are on the DPOY board, which is big. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Marlon Branson. Gregory Peterson's 3rd. I'd like to see him win that. We'll go see what Branson and Portillo are doing, though, as we have nobody else there. Defensive Rookie. None of our defensive rookies. Massey isn't up there. Hartwell isn't up there. Reyes not there either, which is kind of unfortunate because I feel like they've been playing good, but I guess these guys are all playing pretty well. themselves. Best QB? No, not up here yet. I think give it like a couple weeks. He could be down in here somewhere. Best running back, Achigenti is there at number 4. Best wide receivers, nobody, which is unfortunate. Best O-line, nobody. The Chiefs have 1, 2, 3, 4 of their offensive linemen, and the Colts have 3 of theirs. That's insane. Best D-line, Jeffrey Simmons. Max Crosby is there yet again, and Enikbari at the very bottom, so that's big time there. Best linebacker, do we have anybody? Landon Roberts down here scraping in, that's nice. Nice to see. Best DB, Thad Duke. I'm going to have to go see Thad Duke's stats here in a second too, because this is a rookie that is leading in Best DB on the Jets. We don't have anybody though at Best DB, and Best Kicker, Cardi is not up here either, so we got Gregory Peterson 11th in yards, 24th in passing touchdowns. Genti 10th in yards, 13th in touchdowns, 17th in carries. Wicks 11th in receiving yards, just barely outside those top 10s for our top 3 guys there. Genti almost certainly, barring anything bad happening, will hit 1,000 yards. I think the same for Wicks. Barring anything crazy happening, he'll most likely hit 1,000 yards. I could see Thornton hitting 750. Trey Tucker, after missing 7 games, he could get up to probably about 600 yards, which would be big to have our top 3 guys at that mark. Genti performing well over the air as well. He's got 1,100 total yards defensively. Elena Roberts has 92 tackles. Rookie Percy Massey down here as our 3rd tackler. TFL-wise, Max Crosby, Enikbari, and Malcolm Kuntz lead the team. Kind of obvious there. 7.5 for Crosby, 7 for Enikbari. So Enikbari with 7 sacks this year is big. Malcolm Kuntz, a guy that I like having in that rushing D tackle role. He doesn't get much PT, but he does play well in that rushing DT role. Tonka Hemingway has 4 sacks as well. INT-wise, we got Eric Stokes with 2, a bunch of people with 1, including a couple rookies, which is interesting. And deflections, Darian Porter leads the team in deflections with 10, 9 for Landon Roberts, 6 for rookie Braden Hartwell, 6 for Massey, 5 for Chin. We got a lot of guys there. And forced fumbles, 3 for Max Crosby, 1 for Malcolm Kuntz. Nice. Kicking-wise, Cardi's 76% field goal percentage, which isn't great. He has had 1 blocked, so he's really probably about 14 for 17, which still isn't great. He's 100% on extra points, so we'll monitor that. Field goal attempted, none there. 7. The 4 he's missed are at 50 or more. So it's interesting, but we'll keep an eye on it. And AJ Cole continuing to be one of the better punters in the league for us. As we're going to go here to, let's see. I went the wrong way, but we'll stop at the Bears because we have the sack leader, or rookie sack leader, in Lamont Wright, D tackle with 15 sacks. Good Lord. And then the Jets had a rookie DB who was top of the best DB in the league. He has 4 INTs, 82 tackles, TFL, 4 deflections. So yeah, he's playing pretty good. Another guy I want to see is the Saints quarterback Miguel Guerrero. 13, 9, 2,300. Not a terrible season for him. He has been adding to it on the ground as well. And that puts them, where are the Saints? Well, we're in the AFC, never mind. The Jets are still 3-9 even with a player like that. KC's at 10-3 with their insane O-line. We are going to be going into next episode, though, looking to get into this playoff picture somehow. Whether it be beating the Broncos and taking their spot, or just scraping in. The Bengals are at 6-6, so there's a lot of us at 6-6 fighting for that 7th seed. So going into next episode, there's going to be a lot of pressure on the line for our young players, our young offense. And I hope y'all are ready for that, because as soon as I get a chance, that episode is going to be streamed and uploaded on YouTube. So to all my YouTube people, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to tune in next time, and I am out. Peace.